I start all of my vlogs like this. Fuck. Shit. I don't know how to function. No, no, fuck. That's okay, that's not entirely accurate. I know how to function because because I I have learned, right? I've learned how to function. I I know how to function because I have gone to great lengths to create structures, right, and rules, so that I always know, mostly know how to function. I am at my most comfortable when I have a script to follow. I am I am most comfortable when I know that A leads to B, leads to C, leads to D, and so on and so on and so forth. When I know where things are going, and I can see the structure, the the bigger the bigger picture, right? The meaning. When I can understand the premise, that that is when I can cope. And and when all of those things when all of those things fail, when there is no script, when there is no clarity, I I I really don't know how to function. I grew up in an isolated home churching, homeschooling, conservative family. Like I don't I didn't experience real ish friendship until I went away to college. And because of the whole homeschooling thing, my parents attempted extracurricular activities. Um, my father had this love of theater. no actual practical theatrical experience, um, but professional or otherwise. He was a fucking carpet cleaner, guys. So my parents started a theater group for homeschoolers. I'm 6, 7, 8. I don't fucking know. Uh, um, time and memories um from homeschooling and the isolation. They're foggy and I forget. I don't have the landmarks to remember. But this guy, my dad, who I found out he had a part. He had one part in a community theater play or something in his 20s or something like that. And this guy, the carpet cleaner, was trying to teach kids kids how to act. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Like that broadly speaking is fine, but you need to know the man. And okay, so like there is a lot more to to unpack there, honestly. But the important thing, the the critical thing is that as a child, I had no idea how to function and interact. I'm serious. People, places, things. Uh, they didn't. They didn't make. They didn't make sense to me. And then came the plays, right? And not only did I suddenly have like a literal script to follow, but I also had someone, the director, my father, for better or for worse, for better or for worse, I had someone telling me exactly what to do and why. Let me be clear. It is. He told me what to do and why. Why I, as this character, was doing it. Again, for better or for worse. For better and for worse. My dad died in 2009. And I would like to think I'd like to think that if he hadn't died and he was still around, I'd like to think he'd be pretty pretty proud. I I like to think that he would have grown emotionally and been able to better understand his own challenges with depression and mental. I'd like to think he'd have come to understand and respect who I am, not as a son or this member of that isolating home churching home fucking schooling family thing, but as a person, a fellow human, a fellow person with his own depression eh, and mental stuff. I I'd like to think he'd be proud. But he's not around, alive, um, and he died. My father died before anything changed between him, 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 and I. The man I knew, he wasn't a great person. For some kids in that theater acting group, for some kids, it wasn't a good experience. He he was a troubled man, not like crazy psycho troubled, but like troubled and dealing with things he had no formal capacity to cope with. Still, those plays, those scripts, those lines that I methodically memorized. That fucking shaped absolutely everything I am today. For better and for worse. I I finished writing the um it's a cat on the tripod. I I finished writing the indie horror script, which is why it was the producer, the guy my older friend referred me to. No, he's not an older friend. Like, I mean, he is older, but like not like super old. Like the guy I knew before fucking YouTube, and we were making videos before fucking YouTube. Um, he referred me to a producer. Producer paid me half up front. We agreed that the rest would be paid upon delivery of the first draft. It's it's been it's been 4 days since I finished the script. 3 days since I last heard from the guy. And that's that is not how this is supposed to work. Okay, I know. Yes. I know people need time to read, but like also it's a screenplay. It's not hard to he asked for paid for this story. The terms were agreed to. It's not this story, this this project. And it's been 3 days. It's been 3 days since I've heard anything, and I don't know. I don't. I. I don't. I don't. I. I don't know. I've reached out a few times. I'm not overtly obsessively, but and sure, like whatever. Okay, whatever, right? If it all falls apart, okay, whatever. No big deal. Not a, it is not a big deal. I went into this thing, this project, this screenplay to write the story, this story about a social media slasher, a cerebral kind of horror story, and I know, 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 I know the odds of 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 getting the film actually fucking made, getting it into the fucking end zone, the odds are just like big fucking picture. I know, 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 I know. But it's still been 3 fucking days. And this thing is just sitting there, unfinished, incomplete, a book that hasn't been closed, cannot be fucking closed. He said he would pay the remainder upon completion, which hey, it's not important. It's not even important. I don't need the money. It was a fucking pittance in the first place. It doesn't matter. It's not about the fucking money, but 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 this isn't this isn't what we agreed to. This isn't what was supposed to. This isn't part of the script. This isn't part of the structure. This isn't the way things are supposed to go. And yes, okay? Yes. I. Harvey, please. Please, not right now. Sweetie, please. Thank you. Thank you. I really am trying. I I am trying. Okay, I am trying. I am trying to move on. I'm trying to uh, uh, keep working on the novella. Harness that moment. I wrote a fucking 20-page screenplay like that. There's a momentum there to and but it's still there, right? It's still there. As much as I'm trying, as much as the book is there, as much as I have the screenplay to hold up and say I should have brought it, I should have had it right here. As much as I know intellectually, I just can't fucking. It's incomplete. The process is the process. The book. It's a book that can't be closed. How can I move on if we can't finish that book? How can you move on to the next book if you can't? Sometimes I really fucking hate my brain. I I had this monologue from the script from the horror screenplay. Um, but I thought it was good for the dramatic reading purposes, but now, fuck, now this all kind of just went in a little bit of a different direction, and yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know what the point is. I don't know. Yeah, that's it.